Mr. Fortenberry.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good morning, Mr. Secretary. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks.
Mr. Secretary, I had the extraordinary privilege of being in the room with Pope Francis when he, in a very powerful moment, was given a small cross, a Christian crucifix. That crucifix had belonged to a young Syrian man who had been captured by the jihadists, and he was told to choose, convert or die. And he chose his ancient faith tradition. He chose Christ, and he was beheaded. His mother was able to recover the body, recover this cross, and bury him, and she fled to Austria, which set the stage for this moment which I witnessed. Mr. Secretary, this is repeating itself over and over and over again against Christians, Yazidis, and other religious minorities in the region. In 2004, Colin Powell, when he was Secretary of State, came before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, and I believe you served on that committee at that point, and declared what was happening in Darfur to be a genocide. There are 200 members of Congress in a bipartisan fashion. We've put our names on a resolution that is forthcoming that declares this genocide. There is a growing international consensus in this regard. The European Parliament has passed something similar. The U.S. Catholic bishops, Pope Francis has spoken out. Hillary Clinton has called it such, Marco Rubio, the International Association of Genocide Scholars. I want to note as well a word of thanks to you and President Obama for the quick action on Mount Sinjar that actually saved the lives of women and children, countless persons who would have been wiped out and victimized. And so what I'm urging here today is that you use the authority and power of your office to call this genocide, to help restore the rich tapestry of the ancient faith traditions in the Middle East, to stop this assault on human dignity and civilization itself, and to set potentially the conditions that we're all hoping and praying for that reestablishes stability and reintegration of these ancient faith traditions into the fabric of the communities in the Middle East entirely. I think the stability, the future stability of the entire region depends upon this.
Well, again, Congressman, thank you for a very moving and eloquent description of the problem, and I appreciate you were lucky to be in that room to witness that, and certainly appreciate your reactions to it, and I share just a huge sense of revulsion over these acts, obviously. None of us have ever seen anything like it in our lifetimes, though obviously if you go back to the Holocaust, the world has seen it. We are currently doing what I have to do, which is review very carefully the legal standards and precedents for whatever judgment is made. I can tell you we are doing that. I've had some initial recommendations made to me. I've asked for some further evaluation, and I will make a decision on this, and I will make a decision on it as soon as I have that additional evaluation, and we will proceed forward from there. But I understand how compelling it is. Christians have been moved in many parts now of the Middle East, I might add. This is not just in Syria, but in other places there has been a increased forced evacuation and displacement, which is equally disturbing, though it's not, they aren't killing them in that case, but it's a removal and a cleansing ethnically and religiously, which is deeply disturbing. So we are very much focused on this, and as I say, I will make a judgment soon.
They've taken the conditions for life as well as life away from Christians, Yazidis, and religious minorities. And I bring up the declaration by former Secretary of State Colin Powell to demonstrate the power that the declaration actually has, because in doing so, he helped put a stop to that grim reality there in Darfur. I know you share deep sympathies in this regard. I just urge you, plead with you, partner with us. there is a growing consensus that this is not only true and real, but I think, again, it sets the condition for whatever future settlement we have to have. Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
Thank you.